On Thursday, Adnan al-Zurfi became the second Prime Minister-designate to withdraw his bid in just 6 weeks, prolonging Iraq's leadership crisis.
The political agreement is important. Iraq is living through a catastrophe, and there should be a political consensus. We couldn't convince the political powers to reach an agreement, and we found it difficult for this government to pass in the parliament.
For now, the consensus seems to have converged around another man. Within an hour of Zurfi's resignation, President BARHAM Saleh, surrounded by leaders of major political parties, appointed Mustafa al-Kadhimi, Iraq's intelligence chief, as the next Prime Minister-designate.
The previous times were accompanied by a lot of acute struggles and disagreements and between us and the political blocs. Today the political blocs, national and social patriotic sectors, have chosen Mustafa al-Kadhimi for this position.
Kadhimi has 30 days to form a new government, and although he seems to have secured widespread support at the moment, that could quickly change. Many Iraqis question whether he is the one who can put an end to months of political uncertainty. The crisis began when caretaker Prime Minister Adel Abdel-Mahdi resigned last December after widespread anti-government protests. Constitutional deadlines to find a replacement were repeatedly missed because of fierce political infighting. Last month, President Saleh took matters into his own hands, appointing Adnan al-Zurfi as the new Prime Minister-designate. The move drew stern warnings from Iranian-linked armed groups who regarded Zurfi as being backed by the US. Their political wings in parliament accused the president of overstepping his authority and put forth their own candidate, Mustafa al-Kadhimi.
There was no way to accept Zurfi because he didn't come from the political blocs. We have a parliamentary system. The majority of the political blocs should agree to nominate him.
As negotiations to form the new government continue, Iraq appears rudderless as it tries to steer its way through a deepening political, economic and health crisis. Iraqis are angry at the political class for not acting fast enough.
If they keep going with their conflicts, we want this, we want that, there will never be a government. Because all these parties, they want to fill the post with one of their own.
And there's a growing feeling that caretaker Prime Minister Adel Abdel-Mahdi may weather this political storm.
They won't appoint a new Prime Minister. They will prolong this crisis and keep Adel Abdul-Mahdi in power because he pleases everyone.
In March, Abdul-Mahdi said he'd no longer act as caretaker, but has nevertheless continued to chair government meetings. The protests that forced his resignation have all but gone away as the country battles the coronavirus pandemic. And with that, the prospects for systemic political change are growing increasingly thin. Simona, Foltyn, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.